Hello and welcome, guys. So now we're going to be talking about the gas laws. Okay, now the first one is the law that talks about pressure and temperature. We're going to find out that the pressure and temperature are directly proportional to each other. This is a simple apparatus that we can use where there's a flask full of air, is surrounded by a water bath, and has been heated. Now, the pressure inside is measured. As the temperature is increased, you find that the pressure is increasing, okay, while keeping the volume constant, okay? So therefore, we found out while keeping the volume constant, pressure and temperature are directly proportional. So this gives us a new law: pressure 1 over temperature 1 is equal to pressure 2 over temperature 2. Now, this law is only used by Excel students. For those who are studying Cambridge, you just need to know it qualitatively, not quantitatively. Okay, so that's the first law of the pressure laws or the gas laws, basically. You can see it written here. You can read the notes for further expansion, of knowledge. Okay, now in Boyle's law, Boyles, as a scientist, found out that pressure and volume are inversely proportional. Okay, so if you increase the volume, the pressure decreases. If you decrease the volume, the pressure increases. Why is that? Is due to the particles inside. They're gonna collide more, exert greater force, greater pressure, and so on. Now, this is a simple presentation of that. As you could see, this is a piston with a certain volume, and the pressure is being measured. Now it has a certain value. When we decrease the volume, what happened to the pressure? The pressure increased with a certain number, okay? So from that, we can say that P1 V1 is equal to P2 V2. This is on both Edexcel and Cambridge boards. You can use this to calculate. Now it's very simple. They will give you 3 unknowns. You'll have to calculate the 4th. We're going to go through the questions, but mainly you have to understand that pressure is inversely proportional to volume in Boyle's law, okay? Now, the third law is Charlie's law. Now, Charlie's law proved that volume and temperature are directly proportional. Okay, so if you increase the temperature, you increase the kinetic energy of the molecules. The molecules move faster, collide faster, take up more space, and therefore the volume increases. Okay, so that is the relationship between pressure and between volume and temperature. Okay, this is also subjected in this diagram. Increase the temperature, there's a certain acid inside. When you increase the temperature, it's going to take up more volume. Basically, that's it. Okay, now what you have to understand that all of these laws are connected to each other. So for those who are studying in Excel, you have to understand that P1 V1 over T1 is equal to P2 V2 over T2. Now, all of these laws got a certain constraint to it. As you can see here, we were keeping the volume we're keeping the volume constant while increasing the temperature. Here we were studying pressure and volume, so we're keeping the temperature constant. As you can see, it's not changed. And for the last one, we have the relationship between volume and temperature. We were keeping the pressure constant while studying these. Okay, so at the end, as we said, this is one law that combines them all. P1 V1 T1 is equal to P2 V2 over T2. This is mainly used for the Excel. In Cambridge, we're going to only be using P1 V1 is equal to P2 V2 while knowing the other relationships. Okay, so that's for now. We're going to do another video for